guy that we can't overlook. You never overlook any opponent. We can't base everything just off power.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I want everybody to know that it's gonna be an upset.
No. He almost hit you.
Floyd Mayweather praised Lamont Roach after training with him. He said people judge too fast without knowing how hard Roach works.
Another big fight. Two great competitors going out there to show the world what they got. Tank has been on a big stage for a while now, but we all have to give somebody else the opportunity. Before I became TBE, somebody had to give me the opportunity. So what Tank is doing is giving another tough competitor an opportunity. He's tough. And when this fight first was made, I didn't know much about this fighter. Then I had a chance to do my homework and look him up. And I faced guys like this before, and this is a guy that we can't overlook. You never overlook any opponent. We can't base everything just off power.
Lamont Roach's private workout showed his speed, sharpness, and discipline. His footwork was precise, his punches were fast and clean, and his defense was solid. Roach looked focused and ready for battle, training like a champion. He's proving doubters wrong and showing he's a real threat in boxing.
No. He almost hit you. I see that. Hold. I know what something gonna do. I go that way for a reason. How is she gonna record? How is she gonna record?
Lamont Roach's training footage looks sharp. His speed, footwork, and technique are on point, showing impressive improvement. Every punch is crisp, and his movements are smooth. He's been perfecting his skills, making sure he's fully prepared for the biggest fight of his career. Lamont Roach has warned that this fight will be a tough night for Tank Davis fans. He believes people are underestimating him and that he has what it takes to pull off a big upset. Roach is confident in his strategy and knows he can expose weaknesses in Davis's style.
What came to fight was a very competitive fight, good fight.
Yeah, definitely.
You wore him down. I remember very well. Wore him down, took control, looked very impressive. And the rumor is, not the rumor, the facts is, you have a fight coming up in a few weeks versus Gervonta Tank Davis.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I want everybody to know that it's gonna be an upset.
Renowned boxing analyst Al Bernstein doubts Lamont Roach can beat Tank Davis. He says Roach's past fights don't show the power needed to take down a top fighter like Davis, who has an impressive record and multiple titles. Roach will have to prove he belongs in the ring with someone of Davis's level.
To about the big one coming up in a month. Another guy you called several of his fights, Gervonta Davis, fighting Lamont Roach, is a significant favorite. Do you think Roach is being undervalued as an underdog, or it will probably go the way people think it will go?
Roach is coming up in weight. He came up in weight I don't see. Honestly, I don't see him. He's a good fighter, but I don't see. He's nothing in his past tells me he's going to beat Gervonta Davis or even be competitive with him. And I'm not. It's not a denigration of Lamont Roach. He's a good fighter. He won a title at a lower weight, and that was a surprise to some people that he did get, even though he was a good prospect. So it's just hard to imagine him beating Davis.
The other Davis is fighting for a world title 2 weeks before in New York. Against Baranchik.
Oh yeah, Keyshawn Davis. That's a fascinating fight and a really, really good fight. And Davis has looked really good in his recent fights, but this is certainly the best fighter he's fought. Although he has he just beat a good fighter.
The boxing community has questioned Tank Davis's choice of Lamont Roach as his next opponent. Critics say Davis is avoiding tougher fights against top contenders like Shakur Stevenson. Many believe he should be facing bigger names with more proven records instead of Roach, who isn't yet a household name.
This puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevens.
And what is it about him? Because I know he have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. He's asking, can he fight the best? I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level and give him the fights that he wants.
Boxing figures like Claressa Shields and Oscar De La Hoya have shared their thoughts on the Davis versus Roach fight. Shields recognizes Roach's potential, but highlights Davis's experience and skill. De La Hoya, however, thinks Roach is being underestimated and could surprise fans with the right strategy.
See beat him. So Lamont Roach is a good fighter, but and I'm happy to see a fighter like Lamont Roach, who's had to come up the blue collar way, get a big opportunity, get a big payday. But now that I've said that, it's an underwhelming fight, and everybody's saying that because it's true. And this is a fight that would have made more sense for Gervonta Davis a couple years ago, back when Gary Russell was rumored as an opponent. And this would be, like a good DMV rivalry, two guys from the DMV area. But in 2024, when Tank's already headlined a lot of pay-per-views, it's underwhelming. And before the Gervonta Davis fans try to come at my throat, I get it. Lomachenko walked away from the table. Of course, that's after, some years earlier of Tank saying he wasn't interested in that fight. Fight was never officially negotiated by Top Rank or PBC, but for years, Gervonta had no real intention of fighting Lomachenko, and now Lomachenko has walked away from the table now that the fight's available. I understand that. I understand Shakur Stevenson really is opting more the Williams Zepeda route. I understand that Teofimo Lopez has only really called Davis out once the Lamont Roach fight was really being talked about around Canelo Berlanga fight week and was close to probably being finalized.
Even though Lamont Roach is a world champion, he's still not widely known. This makes some believe Davis picked an easy fight. However, Roach's supporters say being the underdog could help him, as opponents might underestimate him. Fighters who are overlooked often deliver their best performances when they have nothing to lose.
They're offended by it. They don't have anything good to say about it. So obviously, it does matter. What's up, everybody? It's your man, Sean Zattel, getting ready. So obviously it does matter. And just like Teofimo, Shakur, Lomachenko, they haven't exactly convinced me or the public that they really want to fight Gervonta Davis. I don't think myself or the public are that convinced. He really, really wants to fight them. And he has leverage being a draw at the box office that he is. So my challenge to Gervonta in 2025 is make it happen. You bring the money to the table. I know you can't tie someone up and force them to get in the ring with you, but you have the response. With great power comes great responsibility. He's one of the faces of boxing now in 2024, heading into 2025. Make it happen in 2025. Call these guys up if you have to. I guess Spence and Crawford talked on the phone to help make a fight happen. So do what you got to do, throw your weight around. Make one of these guys get in the ring, call them out, because again, I'm not convinced that I'm not letting off these other guys off the hook. You can't do this whataboutism where you just pick one side or the other. Oh, well, Tank's ducking Shakur or Shakur's ducking Tank. No, they both got to come together and realistically show the boxing world they want to happen, because fighters always tell us if two guys want to fight, then the promoters and all that can't really get in the way.
Whether you think Lamont Roach is being underestimated or Tank Davis is just on another level, this fight is sure to be interesting. Will Roach shock the world, or will Davis prove why he's the favorite? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more boxing updates and breakdowns. Fire Boxing Glove.